partners with Oldham Council, but the standards of our council has gone into the depths of the sewers.
Oh, it has. It has.
Just to prop up your standards, your fancy lifestyle. Where are they all? Where are all these councillors? Where are they all? Where they bicker and squabble, they accuse one another of fraud. Our deputy mayor stated that there was a serious safeguarding issue on an elected member. Have we heard about it? They tried for 6 years to cover up and not bring in the government regarding CSA. Where they covered up their own failings, Oldham Council, and you won't give yourself the pat on the back. I don't want to hear of gangsters, cartels running our town. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear that the police are in the pockets of the council. I do not want to hear this. I want our councillors in Oldham to actually do their jobs. That's all you want. You want representation from councillors who come knocking at your door saying they're going to do this, they're going to do that. Councillors of Shaw, so-called independents, Councillor Markins, Councillor Lisa Daisy. Why did you stab the people of Shaw and Oldham in the back by propping up this despicable Labour Council? Why did you do it? Absolutely scandalous. And regarding the CSE and what Labour has said, safeguarding minister, our priority is to those young girls gang raped by predominantly Pakistani men. It goes beyond that.
Nobody's been held accountable for it.
It goes beyond that. It isn't the young girls. They are at the very, very top. But it's us, the public, our trust. We need to know what you lot have sleazily kept from us. Why did this Labour Council deny over 100 in the public gallery want to bring in the government 6 years ago? Why did you deny it? We are in a position now where politics is in the rock bottom depths of the sewers. The rock bottom depths of the sewers. And when you've got local councillors who are striking, and you know they are in St Neves, Shaw councillors, striking, have you done that striking at the, what is it? Playhouse 2? Is that what you learned it? Did you learn your striking at Playhouse 2? Well, what about our family when we were our loved ones underwater and when a member had to be exhumed? How on earth do you think we felt?
Few young watchers there, you know what I mean, wondering what's going on. A cycle crew. Yes, Nathan, how are you, mate? So, yesterday I went to the King George. Go on. So I was in Hollingwood yesterday on Hollins Road, and I went to the King George, and there were 3 coach loads of Tranmere fans there, ready for the match and all that lot. So we had a bit of banter and all that with them, me and Ramo, and then we got off. But they'd come early. The coaches were taking them to the match. What were the match like?
Oh, 3-1.
To Tranmere or to Oldham? That's good, that. Oh, them Tranmere fans, you've got some work to do there, haven't you? So that's what I wanted to say. So hopefully everyone had a good day at football yesterday. But like I said, we sat down and had a drink and all that lot. So loads of lads, women and kids and that, a bit rowdy, but that's what the football lot are like, aren't they? You know what I mean? But I just hope it were a good game and everyone had a good run, yeah? No worries, mate, no worries.
Trying to take pictures of the flooding, and you'd have done your job when I asked you. My family would not be underwater, and the continual flooding would continue. A direct message to the highly paid Oldham Council officer. You despicable man. I hope you enjoy your £100,000 of your salary.
I know what?
Because when the other party...
This Saturday, yeah, we are. Yeah, you come in. You want to come, yeah?
If you lot have abused your position, are booted out, prosecuted and sent to prison regarding the cover-up of the child sexual exploitation, the lies, the deceit, the wasting of public money. Oh, I hope you go down the road.
Dorothy Lord, Esquire, Oldham's Premier, activist and public speaker. Yes, Nick Wilson. Well, they did say it for the benefit of everyone, but we haven't seen any of that benefit, have we?
No, everybody's saying they're not seen any benefit.
Oh, Steve, did you by any chance get me one? Or... No, I'll go. Yeah.
But I'm telling you, they've ignored it, because I know this gentleman, he's been fighting it for years. They've just jumped on it because they're hoping it's going to save them and you're going to vote next time the election comes. So, I'm hoping that you vote them out because they actually con every one of you. It's your vote that counts. Make sure you don't vote for Lisa Mason or that shit. Brian Orbit, Tyndall, all of us that did it. Peace, labour in power. Just when we were starting to get even and fighting on an even field, they had to play dirty. Getting up with a job, special job so we could see the children at risk in your town.
Where's the broom? Is it on the floor?
Shame on the lot of you. I'm still waiting for Andy
Oh,
Burns.
right, I'll get it.
Please.
No, you know, I'm coming. No, it's all right.
When we first meet up, we were a bit late, but no worries, no, the speed thing, don't worry about it. You get over there and get holding up that banner. They're all in order, not one of them. Because Ofsted do actually do all the country.
Right, I'm leaving my thing here, yeah? Won't be long.
Thank you.
John, don't forget to sing Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. And when you hold them to account in the council chamber, you get banned. Where's the democracy here? You all come round wanting our vote, but when we ask you to the gross flooding that cost my family to have a family member exempt from Crompton Cemetery in the Catholic section and it's all underwater. You are a despicable bunch, Oldham Council, an absolute despicable bunch. And when we've got those two so-called independent councillors Martins, Councillor Lisa Nazy, that do their crying publicly, did you plan that? Were you trained as theatricals? Well, it didn't wash. It didn't wash. You got elected to serve the people of Shaw and Oldham as independent, and yet you propped up this despicable, vile, so-called gangster-ridden cartel, Labour Council. You should be damn well ashamed of yourselves. And for the Lib Dems, where are you? You were invited to come. Where are you? I know, Chris, you're always... It's absolutely scandalous. There is an ex-councillor here, and his wife, when she was a councillor in Shaw, said she wouldn't bury her dog in Crompton Cemetery. So with a Shaw ex-Lib Dem councillor who stated she wouldn't bury her dog.
Who was that? Who was that? Ah, right.
No truer words spoken. No truer words spoken.
Come on, get sharing, guys.
60 councillors. Gravy train, and I know what you're all going to get, even though you've been very, very naughty. You councillors of Oldham, lining your own pockets. And what will Santa be bringing all those councillors who haven't could be bothered to do their job? I'll give you a clue.
Oh,
Gravy train. So all those councillors who don't attend to their duties, who take that allowance, and who go on the gravy train, we have not forgotten you. But your so-called standards, Oldham Council, your so-called standards,
Oh, I know all right.
selfishness, openness, honesty, what a load of rubbish. You banned people from holding you lot to account in the council chamber while you all sit on the gravy train. And 35 million council leader share, 35 million is revamping for your own benefit. All the councillors, 35 million, and you let families lie underwater in your cemeteries. We need a change. And Elon Musk, my friend Elon, if you have not erased your criticism of this country,
My friend Elon.
children, regarding CSE, gang rape of little girls by predominantly Pakistani men. And if you, Elon, had not raised it, we raised it in the public gallery for 6 years. We were shut up. We were branded. What a country we're living in. And for Keir Starmer...
Let's zoom in now. What's Steve holding? Oh, a reform banner. Steve's holding a reform banner.
What are you lying for? What are you covering up?
we have the music for it.
Oh, Britannia, Britannia rules always. Oh, never, never, never I'll be saved. Off the coast of Argentina, our island's Mr. T, with 1,800 people and 500,000 sheep. The day they were invaded.
Music break, guys, music break, come on.
We stopped down ships full of British beer bullets. We mobilised the Navy and we called up the Marines. We sailed 2 weeks till we reached the Falkland Islands, so we could teach a lesson to those bloody Argentines. Maggie Thatcher was awaiting in the middle of the night. She heard the Argentinians were calling for a fight. She summoned up her cabinet and met with the MPs and sent the pride of Britain to those stormy southern seas. We shot down ships full of British beer and bullets. We mobilised the Navy and we called up the Marines. We sailed 2 weeks till we reached the Falkland Islands, so we could teach a lesson to those bloody Argentines. Well, in came the Yanks, who had to have a say, so they sent Al Haig down Buenos Aires way. He shuffled to and fro, always managing to smile. The Argies still refused to leave that barren British Isle. So we stopped our ship full of British beer and bullets. We mobilised the Navy and we called them Marines. We sailed 2 weeks till we reached the Falkland Islands, so we could teach a lesson to the bloody Argentines.
And everybody else.
Well, the whole world watched as the British fleet drew near, and the battle for the Falklands was finally here. We sank their ships, brought down their aeroplane, and taught those cheeky Argies not to mess with us again. We stopped our ships full of British beer and bullets. Mobilised the Navy and we called up the Marines. We sailed 2 weeks till we reached the Falkland Islands, so we could teach a lesson to the bloody Argentines. Oh, the local gods were waiting when Prince Andy disembarked. He had a reputation that he liked to have a laugh. They covered him with kisses, they walked him in the grass. He said he never saw a better piece of British land. So we stopped our ships full of British beer and bullets. We mobilised the Navy and we called it the Marines. We sailed 2 weeks till we reached the Falkland Islands, so we could teach a lesson to those bloody Argentines. We stopped our ships full of British beer and bullets. We mobilised the Navy and we called it the Marines.
If I know that he would have to break.
Pizza. Sounds like you're singing there, Peter. Oh, our Peter, the legendary Peter Brown. None of them councillors got a spec on you, Peter, or Dorothy, or Steve. We may not see her king. We may not count her armies, we may not see her king. Her pride is suffering.
All those councillors who have stabbed us in the back of Oldham, shame on you. And you put your wreath on our cenotaph. All you 60 councillors, council leader, and you stab us in the back. And to the show independent, you despicable people, you put a poppy wreath, councillor markings on our cenotaph, and you stabbed us in the back by propping up this Labour council who sell our buildings off on the cheap, who tell us what we can and can't do. People die in this country, and we are the laughing stock because of our politicians and councillors. We're the laughing stock. So shame on our councillors who get people like me for holding you lot to account. I do not want to see my family underwater while you spend 35 billion to revamp for 300 to 400 pound for a big backside council leader's yard to sit on, a chair.
A desk costs 38 grand, innit?
The gentleman has said a desk costs 38,000.
I'm sure that's a prize.
Our family and our people of Shaw and Oldham, our mums, dads, aunties, uncles, grandparents, who flogged themselves to death in the cotton mills and the engineering, and you line your pockets, you elected councillors, and you don't do your job. That allowance is to help us, to bring to light where you are failing. And how do you repair us, Oldham Council, you gaggles? You allow our families to be underwater in our cemeteries, and the Catholic section of Crompton Cemetery flooded once again. How much does it cost for your gross failings? Put your finger on your backside. Put some more colour on it.
Wouldn't be so bad if they come out and debated you, would it?
You know.
And talk to us. We're not aggressive, nasty people. I'm sure we're not going to headbutt anybody.
We've got some people of Oldham. You know who they are? You know who these people are that stick two fingers up? You have no right to be in this country. No right at all.
You get them told, Pete. That's to the people who live here.
When our family
I-
water, and the sooner that this lot running Oldham Council are pooted out, the better. Everyone knows the highest paid council tax. Highest paid in the country. Higher than Westminster. And we're scratching a living. And these politicians, councillors, can't call them politicians, these scrawty little councillors who line their pockets on the backs of hard working people. And they sit on the backsides and they do nothing. They do nothing. I'm talking about you, Councillor Chris Goodwin, Councillor of Oldham. Are you a cabinet member for Highways? You came out with an highly paid council officer in July and you have allowed the gross flooding at Crompton Cemetery. Councillor Chris Goodwin, you need to go.
Ow! 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 Ow!
Oh, Councillor Chris Goodwin, you've been a naughty boy. You've been on the gravy train. And if you think Santa is going to bring you something, think again. With all those councillors who change their allowances and do diddly squat for us. Gravy train councillors. Gravy train councillors of Oldham, your time is coming to an end.
Certainly is, mate. Certainly is. Infamous. The infamous.
We have got lies, deceit, collusion, cover-up. And when the time comes for voting, I hope people do vote. Because your Christmas, as of this, will not be that again. Your money will be taken up in more high council taxes, services will go down, 35 million for backsides to be in that new. You said you wouldn't prop this Labour council up, but you did do.
Family member of mine actually at Silicon. She went to a 50-year marriage, 3 years of her end of cancer treatment. This sleazy cancer covered it all.
This lady is doing research on Crompton Cemetery.
All right. Nice. Nice.
She's at university.
Right. Right.
No, it's the parish priest in St. George in the Valley Gavin who's also incented who was doing the video of all the graves. Crazy.
Yeah, the Catholic section.
Yeah, it's the Catholic section. They're down at bottom.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Right, can you, yeah. You also have the ladies on the street.
So when you're doing research,
Well, it's not that, it's just you pick up names, like I've got family trees and all that.
Yeah.
There are a couple of family trees, and some of them are buried in Fraser Street. Right. But I didn't realise that.
Yeah, I had it muted. I had it muted.
Today, the people that went into Oldham police station, the protest started at 1 o'clock, it finishes.
12 o'clock.
Started at 12 o'clock, it finishes at 2 o'clock. But it's regarding the despicable flooding at Crompton Cemetery, where Island Paid council officers and councillors have done absolutely nothing to attend to the continual flooding. How much money have you spent? Well, you spent 35 million, Oldham Council. Government money. How much more Labour government are you going to put in to bail out this despicable council? You need to come into Oldham Prime Minister and look at all the accounts, look at all the complaints that people have done. You cannot have elected councillors think they are untouchable. You can't have it. And when the councillors come to the Armistice Day processions, lay wreaths, you despicable bunch. People give their lives so you could sit on your backsides, take 13,000 plus allowances to top up your full-time wages at the expense of everybody else.
Bunch of wet wipes. Bunch of wet wipes.
But to our despicable Shaw and Oldham councillors, you have the audacity to strike, to look and strike, because people are absolutely despicable, be why we do propped up this Labour council. And you have the cheek to strike when our family members are underwater and have to be exhumed. You are not fit to be councillors, but don't worry, you're not the only two. There's about 58 others of you. 58 others. There is 20 minutes to go on this protest, and I, at 72-year-old, should not have to stand out here. But when you challenge the council, it's on you. So I've received at 72 a valid order that holds councillors to account for 2 years. You want to pay my council tax? I expect councillors to do their job. This flooding has gone on for 11 years. 11 years. Where with the public outcry, such as me, and you start doing something, you could have attended to the flooding, Oldham Council, in July this year, and you did nothing. You waited while families' graves were underwater, when you need a rowing boat to put an ollie wreath on to families' graves. And you'll sit there in your 35 million fancy new office, and you gag people for holding you lot to account.
And to look upon the outrage of our nation and our altar. And the will of God is in heaven, even so let it be.
And our right-hand councillors as well. Just ignoring that safeguarding failing on them under 5 and all the children. Who is quick?
Yeah, Nathan, we're in Shaw in Oldham. That's Peter Brown. He organises demo, puts in notice with police that he's going to be here at a certain time using this many people, and he's here. I love it because people come up to him and tell him that he can't do it when he's booked it in with police, and we just laugh at him. We just laugh at him. He doesn't say anything extreme, doesn't shout for any trouble or anything like that, just tells the truth. But these days, people want a bit of action, don't they? That's what sells views.
It's the Labour
victory
That
for
whistle
honor and good
blowing
sense.
star for looking after your kids.
Never in the field of
Not
human
your folks and said everybody should be doing.
my filming.
But I couldn't even get a character reference. Not even from one person. Not in show. Not anywhere. Refused to employ him before I got to show of his high process. The lady
Which will defend our house.
engaged in the job now switching off his name because he told her I quit the phone and said Robin. Praise God, I got more message. Yes, it's the church that's failing your children. Keep going to these churches and schools. You're just keeping them in a job. They're not doing the job.
History of our country.
Lewis Quick's been invited to get down on release the name set and market. And not turned up. Mind you, I put it out on social media and not a lot of the person in the council has turned up. So we're hoping to get a bit more support than what we've got today. We need something else to go this family. Keep it informed. We want your children safe. Every child matters. I don't want to put council meetings and have it twisted. Markets, it's the years of Lisa Daisy and tears of extra children, the grandchildren. What about your children in school? What about your children, the oldest? What about your children in Brighton? Saddleworth? Janitor, what about them? It's not just markets and Lisa Daisy children that matters. Every child matters. And I'm sick of all the parents and grandparents that keep having a go at me for mentioning it. You can do what you want, but I'm not going to stop mentioning it till it's been in court. That Ofsted are failing everybody's children in school, older, in this country. Because it's run by Labour and they don't want to be able to account. Jeff Phillips turned round another Labour lady and said, well, it's not happening in Yardley. I only have to safeguard Yardley. Which is the safeguarding minister of this country. This is what we're up against. It's a disaster and you need to stop paying your council tax to your authorities in this country because they're failing the most vulnerable. They had to put up with my doctor trying to get me out of the surgery because I was safeguarding. Yes, an elderly lady I was safeguarding, they didn't like it. I weren't going to stay and let them abuse an elderly lady in front of me. No, I showed them what for, told them and went straight to the Care Quality Commission because they abused her in front of me and I weren't having it. Came with the children and went to Ofsted. What did Ofsted do? They covered up a 5-year penalty on a preschool in your borough. And they set a precedent for this council and every council can cover up now because the precedent has been set by the regulators.
These are the councillors, some of them, that I asked for help and they're on the gravy train. Not only are they on the gravy train of Oldham Council, they don't want to talk to you. They don't want to speak to you. Are you listening, Councillor Maggie Early? You're my elected councillor. But yet you've denied to speak to me. If you don't want to be a councillor, Councillor Maggie Early, then sling your hook, go down the road. You should not have owed anyone into disrepute when an elected person takes on that role as a councillor. You're supposed to talk to them. Are you listening, Councillor Maggie Early? Right South. Are you listening to all the other councillors, the Lib Dems of Shaw? How many times have I asked for help? just as bad as the Tories and the Lib Dems. The worst thing the Conservatives did, it was the Partygate. That's where you lost your vote, Partygate. But Labour, you're not the Labour that my parents, my grandparents knew. We're Labour for working people when all the cotton mills were going on, the engineering, the shipping, the mining.
sorry,
But you
look.
were there to represent us, only working people. You're stabbing us in the back. And for those two short councillors in St Namesy who signed it to keep this Labour council, how dare you? How dare you? You haven't been forgotten. But you have the audacity to cry, theatricals. Where were your councils in St Namesy and all the Lib Dems, where families were seeing to family graves at Crompton Cemetery underwater, as they are now? Where you've done drainage that is a fit for nothing. And when we've got an highly paid council officer on over 100 grand a year, and when we've got a councillor, Chris Goodwin, smacking all over his face, and you've done nothing. And our family members, when we want to put holly wreaths, Christmas wreaths, on our my family members' graves, are underwater, and we can't get near them. Oh, what a set of parasites, political parasites you are. Gravy train. Gravy train, that's what you're on. Harsh, you're damn right it has to be harsh. You're that hard face, some of you local councillors, you think you're untouchable.
By the way, I'm here filming me, guys. I'm not a member of Reform. I'm filming Peter Brown and his banner to that side. That's what I'm there for primarily.
The whistle blowing for safeguarding under fives. We got gagged. 6 years ago we got gagged in the council chamber for holding councillors to account where this Labour-run council would not bring in the government to look at the gang raid of little white girls by predominantly Pakistani men.
Yeah.
We got gagged.
He is, Tommy. He is, Mike. He fucking well is.
The richest man in the world.
Elon Musk.
Say that this country has failed its children. You're not just failing the children, you're failing us. The residents, the people who fought and died in 2 world wars and others.
NHP.
To this country. And we've been failed by you so-called politicians, Korea, who line your own pockets and stabbing us in the back. We'll put you over to this lady. She was very courageous, lost everything, safeguarding under five.
Oh, sorry, love. Sorry, darling.
Yes, that's true. I've lost everything safeguarding the under five. But I've not given up. I'm going to carry on safeguarding till I get them into port. OMBC, Oxted and Red Robin Preschool. The time is coming. If I could get him almost 12 to get it in, I'd pay it back. Even if it was 10 a week, but I'm not going to pay anything to that council.
That's nice,
Until I
that.
get it into my port. Your children are the most precious thing that you'll ever have. The more precious than the council tax.
When we
Right, you give me
last
the
5
nod.
minutes,
You give me the nod.
and then I'll salute.
I will.
Working it all the time, but your children are being failed by them. So that is why I think I'm pleased to y'all to get rid of this Labour government and get hold of the Labour because they're failing your children along with Ofsted. Took you out of the job and they made sure that I can't get benefits for almost 10 years now. I've been without benefits. It just goes to show that it's not this whistleblowing. I safeguarded the kids, but I don't believe they're safe still because they're still operating as if nothing has happened in Oldham, Royston, Shaw, Chatterton, wherever you are in Oldham, there's a cover-up and it's been done on Jim Arm's watch. It's suddenly showing an interest. I believe he was in the library in Royston last week. Well, shame on him because if I'd have known, I'd have gone in and asked him why he's still not done anything about the cover-up. Well, he won't do, will he? Because it will expose in that Ofsted. They've done it for a few quid. I've kept it secret for all these years. That's why I'm just telling you because they won't allow me in that chamber. Threaten me again if I go in and say anything. I'll be bound again. They ban anybody who raises safeguarding concerns. So that should be a worry to everybody in the borough of Oldham. That people are being banned just for speaking out and safeguarding justified cannot speak for themselves. That is why I'm speaking up for every one of us. Not just on our kids and children, not just on Lisa Macy's grandchildren. I'm speaking up for everybody's children. Every child matters, and every child is treated with the right to be allowed in a courtroom. So if there's anybody who can help me get in that courtroom, quick, I'm only here 2 weeks to get in because I've got the evidence. I've got it from a male parent as well. She's seen it all just like I did because I worked there over 25 years. The police place, as soon as they found out it was me who was a whistleblower, that was it. So I got them all the channels and now they've stopped me money. Just to keep me out of court, I should be first in because I've got no money, but they won't allow me in. I've only got a minute left, so what I've got to do now is convince you all to get on that social media if you can, only if you can, it's on your photos. Rumble on the 8th of February, she's asked you all to either send an email or a letter to the council asking why the church has been allowed to sail a whistleblower with Ofsted now, OSD 6 now, and the preschool now, and all the schools in Oldham, any childcare setting are refusing to employ a whistleblower. That has got to be a big concern to each and every one of you, because Oldham's future is their children. They are the future of Oldham. They're the ones that matter, the future. Keep it going. And to try and get it more positive, and I've got to say today, more positivity about this from the children. Because some of the grown-ups in the same, the children around here, I'm quite pleased with them all. The job was very worthwhile. I wish I'd still got that job. It only makes sure I don't have a job, benefits, employment rights or anything. But if you can get that email box, send in an email as well, ask him, or contact him, because I can't do it because I won't. Get him, if he'll help me get it in court, I'll pay it back.
Our friend Elon.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dorothy. No, it's all right. Where's Pete? Can run off.
Play by USB.
Last few minutes, guys. I don't know. John nearly gets run over. What's happening? We're just with Peter Brown, Dorothy and Steve there, and he's doing his like little local protest that he does across Oldham. Look at the banner there. Honesty, openness, transparency, and there's none of that in Oldham Council.
I'll probably get booked for going over the time.
Hey!
Your children, Sean, you have a duty to vote them out the first chance you get, because they've lied and deceived you. They've deceived you just to keep Labour in power at Oldham Metropolitan Borough Council. And the fraudulent Brian Orbin, he had a letter, he should have done something.
This is England,
Eddie!
and we must never give in to people who want to do us harm. Shame on our government.
We may not see her king.
Thank you for listening. Merry Christmas to you all. And if we don't vote this shower out, our lives will be in jeopardy.
Peter Brown live, Oldham's premier activist and public speaker. And we're in Shaw today, guys. We're in Shaw. We've finished anyway. The end of our time's come. So we'll see you again on another Peter Brown escapade. I'm not sure. Peter, any idea where you're going next? Right. We're going to do Oldham Town Centre after New Year. More than likely, the new J.R. Klein's building at the old library. Watch out for us. Thank you very much, everyone. Last bit of the tune coming out. Go on, Peter. Chest out. Absolutely proud of you, mate. Proud of you. And all the paths are peace. Thank you, Peter. God bless you all. See you soon.